Trump's tariff war has been the major political story of 2025, but we now have concrete proof that Trump's tariffs against China have officially backfired and devastated America's most important sector, agriculture. And this is where things get very interesting. You see, for the past 2 years, mainstream media has told us China has an overcapacity with its manufacturing sector, as China floods the international market with exports. I have no idea why American consumers buying quality products at reasonable prices from China is a bad thing. But here is something mainstream media won't tell you. The United States runs a massive overcapacity with its farming sector, as over 40% of the crops grown in the US have to be exported abroad, as the United States produces far more crops domestically than it can consume. Just listen to this US farmer break down the truth.
1 in every 4 rows of soybeans in every field in the entire United States of America has to go abroad. China is the largest importer of soybeans in the world. They import 61% of the world's market.
You see, the United States is blessed with some of the best agricultural lands in the entire world. Famously called the breadbasket of the world, nearly the entire central region of the United States has world-class conditions for producing agricultural products. American farmers have created an incredible amount of wealth over the years by trading with China. Local farming jobs in America have flourished because of the U.S. exporting agricultural products to China. With such a high percentage of U.S. agricultural products sent overseas, you'd think the U.S. would be very careful of any changes in such a fragile, critical industry like agriculture. But as this Trump administration has shown time and time again, thinking ahead and considering second-order effects is not their specialty. Trump launched an all-out trade war on China, failing to see the massive vulnerabilities within its own industries. Donald Trump wants you to believe that every country in the world needs the United States. But let's not forget China's position in the world order. China is the #1 trading partner with over 120 countries. If there is one country that has options, it's definitely China. And as a result, China was simply able to shift its soybean purchases from the United States to some of its closest allies around the world. Once again, just listen to this distressed farmer break down the truth.
Last year we sent around 12 billion, I think $14 billion worth of soybeans the year before. For the first time in 20 years, China's bought 0 soybeans and 0 new crop corn out of this country.
0?
So we went from 12 billion to 0.
Where are they buying the soybeans?
Brazil.
You see, the U.S. government never learns from its mistakes, and this isn't the first time U.S. farmers were caught in the middle of a violent trade war with China. Just look at this New York Times article from 2019, which admits the Trump administration had to give U.S. farmers over $16 billion in aid so U.S. farms could survive the short-term decline from losing the Chinese market share of soybeans and corn. What makes this story even more wild is when we consider the majority of U.S. farmers are registered Republicans, who no doubt supported Trump's re-election campaign and certainly bought into his mantra of making America great again. But now these same U.S. farmers who supported and voted for Trump are suffering as pawns in his failing trade war that is only shifting more power to China. You see, China isn't just your normal trading partner. For the majority of the world, China is the most important trading partner and a vital reason entire industries exist. For most agricultural products, China is the #1 consumer in the world, which makes sense given its population of 1.4 billion people. But when it comes to soybeans, the disparity is even more extreme, with China accounting for a staggering 54% of the entire world's demand. That means that if American farmers literally had 100% of the entire world market, excluding China, they still would not be able to make up for the loss of Chinese demand. That's why China could collapse the entire American agricultural industry overnight.